Hello and welcome everyone to another YouTube exclusive predictions on the podcast Wrestling Society. I am your loving leader, benevolent host, and Midwest monster, Troy Adams. And as always, making his bold predictions with me today for Survivor Series weekend, he is the Tommaso Ciampa to my Johnny Gargano. He is Kyle. What up, Kyle?
What is going on?
Oh, it has been a crazy couple of weeks.
That crazy, just 1 week.
Yeah.
Apple, I mean,
You and I was thinking at first, I was like, maybe we could record this stuff on the weekend before Raw and SmackDown and just whatever, get it done and over with. I'm glad we didn't, and we waited.
Me too.
Because, wow, I even texted you after I watched SmackDown. I'm like, what the hell is going on in WWE right now?
Remember, it took a couple of weeks ago on Raw when Roman Reigns announced he has leukemia and he's got, had to go away for a while, and Ambrose turned heel. It's like the writers on SmackDown are like, okay, we'll see that and we'll raise you one here.
Yeah, everything's been turned upside down in the WWE on both sides of the coin. As bad as Crown Jewel, I didn't like it. Just some craziness went on there with, Brock becoming the Universal Champion after everybody and their mother begged them not to do that crap. And we didn't think we'd actually see a title change on that show because of all the controversy, and, they'd obviously have to keep referencing that show in the future, but I don't know. Lots of craziness to get into. Injuries, title losses, title wins. Man, but, the most sane thing this weekend is the show on Friday night. Well, this is Thursday, so I guess tomorrow night. Or am I wrong? Is that Saturday night? It's Saturday, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, okay. I am completely wrong. I don't know what I'm talking about. Ignore me. No, I'm just kidding. Keep listening. But seriously, November 17th from the Staples Center, it is TakeOver WarGames 2018. NXT, baby. If they would have told me that WarGames would have been coming back to the WWE, I would have been like, I don't believe it, but whatever, we'll see. If they would have told me WarGames is coming back to NXT, I would have laughed at them. I would have been like, you mean the developmental show?
Yeah, that was huge back in WCW. You'd think, if they're going to bring it back, it'd be for the main roster, and I'm really surprised they haven't used it yet.
Well, from what I heard, Vince McMahon has always hated the WarGames. He thought it was stupid, barbaric, and he just didn't get it. He didn't like it. So that's why, of all the stuff, of all the stuff they ripped off of WCW and, brought, revived over in WWE, even like we were just talking about off air, next weekend, you and I going to Starrcade. Crazy. Of course, that was WCW's WrestleMania. Now it's a house show, but whatever. It's still a big deal, and it's going to be a good card. The only time I have ever attended a house show under the WWE banner, so it'll be good. But we're diving right in here to our predictions for NXT WarGames. There are only 4 matches on this entire card, so they're going to be giving them some time.
Oh yeah,
which I'm not complaining about. 2 of these matches, right away, you can look at them and say, yeah, they're going to give them time. And then 2 of the other matches, one guy in each match is like the new 60-minute men. So it's gonna be a long night, but it's gonna be fun. I'm very much looking forward to it. I know Greg and Ramon are going in person. They're looking forward to it. LA, baby.
I forget what time I get off on Saturday. I'll probably be able to see it in its entirety.
I'm going to be.
I don't know that, but
I'm going to be watching a delay because I am working from like 10 on, overnight. So I'll start watching at 10 o'clock. So I'll be way behind. But either way, Let's dive right into it here. First match, I'm going to go with what I think the order of these matches will be. Kairi Sane will be going for Shayna Baszler's NXT Women's title. It is a 2 out of 3 falls match, so you know this one is going to get some time. Who you calling here? Shayna to retain or Kairi to pull it out?
As much as I'd love to see Kairi Sane get the title back, I don't think they're going to do that. I think they're going to keep the belt on Shayna Baszler for right now. So I'm going to say she takes it, and I think they're going to, score one fall apiece and forcing the third one. So.
Right. I think the same thing. I'm going to call Shayna to win. I think the 4 horsewomen are going to get involved, or I guess 2 out of the 4 horsewomen. You know what I mean. I think they're going to get involved and help Shayna out. And I'm thinking, being in NXT anymore isn't really helping out Kairi. I'm going to say she gets the call up. But I don't know. I've been wrong about that more times than I've been right. So we shall see. The next match, I believe, in this order is Alistair Black versus Johnny Gargano, the new heel Johnny Gargano. Who you think is going to pull it out here?
Oh, boy. This is tough because Alistair Black just came back here recently. And
after, quote-unquote, Johnny attacked him.
Yeah. And then Gargano just recently turned heel, so...
Yep.
Let's see. I don't know.
And he turned his wife heel, too.
That makes sense.
Yeah. She's wearing black lipstick now.
Oh. Wow, that's an interesting look.
So, you say...
I'm not feeling good about this, but I'll say Alistair Black.
You know what? This is going to be really boring for our listeners, but I'm going to go with Black as well. But my reasoning is because Johnny Gargano has an awful TakeOver record, and I'm going to say it continues. But we'll see, I guess. I think this match is going to get some time, only because, not saying that Alistair Black can't go for a long time. I'm sure he can. He has great conditioning and everything, and he'll push himself. But Johnny Gargano is like, the Millennium Man. He goes forever. Speaking of that, next we got, and I don't believe this will be the main event. I think WarGames will be. That makes sense, at least. Tommaso Ciampa defends the NXT Championship against the Velveteen Dream. Say his name! Who do you think is going to win there?
I think Ciampa's going to hang on to it for right now.
I have a feeling... Well, again, I'm gonna predict this. I have a feeling that Tommaso is gonna hang on to it, and Velveteen Dream is gonna get the call up. Call him up, Vince. I don't know.
I think they're gonna call him up without putting the title on him.
Yeah, I don't think he really needs the title. I don't get me wrong. I think it would be cool for him to have the title, but he's in chase mode. He's super hot. I don't think he needs it. I think him just staying down there longer to have a forced title run, I think just it wouldn't do anything for him, in my opinion. But we will see. Main event of the night. Oh, I'm sorry, what?
I was just agreeing with you there. So.
Yeah, okay. Well, the main event of the night, I think, should be, because this match is what the whole freaking event is named after, WarGames. It's all 4 members of the Undisputed Era, Adam Cole, Baby, Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly, and Roderick Strong, versus Pete Dunne, Ricochet, and the War Raiders, Hanson and Rowe. Hanson and Mr. Sarah Logan. Don't know if you knew that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, lucky man. But anyway.
Yeah, nice going on him there,
Yeah. But Raymond Rowe and Warbeard Hanson there. Let's play the prediction game on this one. Who you got? It's a thrown together team here. A little weird. Pete Dunne, Ricochet, and War Raiders. And hell, War Raiders have the word war right in their name. However, The Undisputed Era won last year when it was just 3 guys, and Roddy was actually on one of the other teams when there was 3 teams instead of 2. Who you calling here for this one?
Well, first, I like that there's just 2 teams. I think it makes it less of a, mess.
It's more of the classic rules.
Yeah. I'm going to say Undisputed Era.
Yeah, I think this is going to be their match. I don't know. Back in the day, the 4 Horsemen were in almost every single friggin' WarGames match. And I don't know what their record is because I haven't seen them all, but yeah, I think that's going to be the Undisputed Era's match, and I think they're going to pull it out again, baby. So you and I swept the board here of similar picks. I know that kind of probably disappoints the listeners because we're not disagreeing on anything here, but I mean, I don't know. And don't get me wrong, if we're wrong, I'm not going to be disappointed, but I don't think we are wrong, for the record there. Next up, let's cover the only news story or rumor, I should say, out of NXT. Wrestling Observer Radio brought up usual takeover rumor about NXT call-ups, saying that a round could be coming next week after Survivor Series.
That'd be good.
Could be, but I don't know. I just love that. Well, they could be called up, but they could not be. I don't know. Plans could change. So dumb.
Yeah, they just love the confidence they have here in that statement.
Yeah. Thanks for watching this YouTube exclusive video for the Podcast Wrestling Society. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons if you're picking up what we're throwing down. And of course, we always welcome feedback in the comments section down below. And if you want to keep up with the weekly podcast that drops every Wednesday, links to the show page are in the description down below, along with our social media handles and our associates pages. Come on and join the society.